Boom shakalaka, 30,000 Bitcoin were taken off of Coinbase exchange today. Bitcoin is leaving all exchanges at an unprecedented clip of 96.2 thousand Bitcoin per month. Supply shock is real. Today's video, we're going to be talking about exactly why you need to be paying attention and looking at some very interesting charts for the future of Bitcoin. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at the very real supply shock happening with Bitcoin, how this is going to significantly impact Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices and what it means for you. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every day we share some of the best Bitcoin and crypto charts. And just smash that like button. Let's try and get to 1,000. It helps out so very gosh darn much. Now, today, in extreme fear. This puzzles me. When you look at the charts, when you look at what's actually going on with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, extreme fear doesn't make sense. But we're back in extreme fear. And this reminds me of what some great investors say: be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. We are in extreme fear. Does that mean you should be extremely greedy? Well, that's up to you. This isn't financial advice, duh. But the overall markets today down about 2%. Bitcoin at 41.44, Ethereum at 30.35, BNB at 4.17, XRP at 79 cents, Solana at $101, Cardano at 95 cents, Terra Luna at $82, and Avalanche at $78. And if you want to know the top coins today to outpace just holding Bitcoin alone, as a matter of fact, on Gate.io, they're up over 1,000% above just holding Bitcoin alone. The top coins for today will be Kratos, OEC token, Maple, Tether Gold, and Near Protocol. And if you want to check this out for yourself, use artificial intelligence, machine learning to pick out the best coins, add low caps for higher risk, but potentially much higher reward. There is a discounted link down in the description. And while you're down there, check out the link for Celsius. If you add cryptos to your Celsius account, guess what? You could be eligible for up to $2,000 for any crypto added, or even up to $5,000 in free rewards for select cryptocurrency. So you definitely want to check out that link below. Now, today, Bitcoin continuing to just hover in this bullish trend. Yeah, it's not going skyrocketing yet, but it's nice, slow, progressive growth we have been in since pretty much January. Pretty much this whole entire year, just continuing to go up very slowly. Now, this is good that it goes up this slowly. I'm going to show you why in just a second. But some things to take a look at. Yeah, right now, Bitcoin is pretty much sitting on the bottom, right around $40,000 right there. If it does break through, we could see it going to like $37,000, possibly even $34,000, $35,000 if it came to rest on the bottom of this white bullish trend that we are in. Now, for me personally, I don't really care too much about the prices where they are right now. This red line, this green line are the areas that I'm looking at. If it goes below the red at 30,000, I'm bearish. If it goes above the green at 53,000, I'm bullish. But aside from that, the market's just getting chopped sideways, and noob leverage traders are getting wrecked time and time again as the market just chops because they're not patient investors. They don't see the long-term play. But I want to show you guys the long-term plays you need to be thinking about. If we take a look at where Bitcoin is right now, it is sitting on this dotted green, or that's not green, this dotted orange line above this dashed orange line. Now, this dashed orange line, aside for pretty much the COVID bottom and this bottom back here in 2015, this orange dashed line is pretty much the bottom of the trend. But right above that, we can see this dotted line where Bitcoin's sitting right now. Look at this. This has been significant support and resistance right above that dash line. But every time that it has broken above there, look at this. Explosive rally, explosive rally, explosive rally. So this is the line. Fine. Continue up in this direction. As soon as it breaks above, explosive rally for what could be coming up. Because, like it or not, things are happening in Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. Yeah, the price is going down or only going up 1 or 2% per day, or it's just not enough for you. But look at this. 30,000 Bitcoin taken off of Coinbase exchange today. Not only that, but if we take a look at Bitcoin entities between 1 and 1,000 Bitcoin, we can see all of them are increasing dramatically. MicroStrategy's buying, other like Bitcoin ETFs, GBTC, they're all buying Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is being scooped up at unprecedented rates. And we can see here, the pink line is 10 to 100 Bitcoin, the blue line is 1 to 10 Bitcoin, and the green line is 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin. We can see all of them are scooping up Bitcoin at unprecedented rates. And the illiquid supply, which gives us an idea of how much Bitcoin is held by long-term holders, has been increasing for the past 214 days. This is longer than the 2020 accumulation, which led up to the peak, and yet the price is just going sideways. The price can only go sideways for so long until basically the trees get shaken and all the weak hands lose it. All the long-term holders for Bitcoin buy it. And essentially, this is what we're seeing right now. We see Bitcoin exchange outflows at unprecedented rates. Right now, roughly 96,200 Bitcoin per month are leaving exchanges. That means that people are putting them into long-term storage, cold storage, whatever it is. They are no longer available. 19 million Bitcoin have already been mined. This is becoming aggressively very, very low supply happening. And take a look at this. All of this is happening since March of 2020. That's pretty much when things flipped. Right around COVID, that's when we had a huge liquidity crisis and a lot of Bitcoin leaving exchanges. It won't be long before it's very, very hard to find Bitcoin. But right now, people are in anxiety, as we saw here in the very beginning. They are in extreme fear. But this chart right here compares what's happening with Bitcoin recently over the past year-ish with Justin Mammoth's sentiment cycle. We can see we had returning confidence, a little buy the dip before the top of enthusiasm, and then price started crashing to panic, and then we had discouragement, and now we're coming up the wall of worry, approaching anxiety. But if we take a look right here, what comes after anxiety? Yes, the price comes down, which it's doing right now. People are disheartened. They have aversion coming. They're like, it's never going to recover. And then denial when we break that anxiety line before returning confidence and potentially much higher highs. And if we take a look at the reserve risk of Bitcoin, so low reserve risk equals high long-term holder confidence and low price, which is happening right now. Every time we've been in this green band previously, look at what happened with Bitcoin price. Significant run-ups in Bitcoin price. So right now we're in the green again. Significant upruns in Bitcoin's price. Likely this chart as well, taking a look at the long-term holder supply and short-term holder supply rate of change Z-score. The past 3 times we left this blue area, significant run-up in Bitcoin's price. Significant run-up, significant run-up. Well, it's happened once again. We've left the blue area, which could contribute to the uptick in Bitcoin's price. Because right now, this is different than the top we had in 2018 or the top that we had in 2014 or even the top in 2011. Well, there wasn't a blow-off top. There wasn't this rollover on the yearly VWAP. Really, all we had was this sideways movement similar to what happened in 2013 where we had the double peak this year. That would indicate that potentially we're having a double peak. It's just taking longer to get to that explosive blow-off period. Which brings us to what's happening in Bitcoin short term. So short term, right now, Bitcoin's finding support here on the top of the ribbon, and we could bounce here. That's possible. But also, we could potentially retest the bottom of the ribbon like what happened in 2018. There are 2 possibilities for what could potentially happen. Now, if that happened, yes, could be down to like $30,000, $33,000. And if we take a look at this chart back here, that's pretty much the bottom predicted right here. Not only that, but that's the average price paid for each Bitcoin by MicroStrategy. Not only that, but that's also Plan C's Confluence 4. So a whole bunch of models are saying, yes, potentially $30,000 is possible. We may not go down there. We definitely may not, especially with the supply shock we're seeing, but it's certainly a possibility. Which brings us to this last chart, very, very interesting chart. If we take a look at this at the Bitcoin Realized Cap UTXO age bands chart, we can see what happens is there's 2 areas. There's accumulation, which is the stacking of coins right here, and then there's profit taking. And basically on the chart, accumulation is when the price is low. Profit taking is when the price is high at the top. And we've seen this happen previously. Well, accumulation happens when these UTXO age bands basically roll over. We have accumulation signals the bottom of the cycle, bottom of price. And then when these UTXO bands go down to the bottom, well, that's profit taking, and that's pretty much the top of the price. So we saw accumulation, profit taking. Well, guess what? We're back in accumulation bands with the rolling over of the UTXO bands, which means that once the profit taking is done, the next phase would, or excuse me, once the accumulation is done, the next phase would be profit taking. So guys, be patient. Don't be fearful like the rest of the market thinks. I really don't think we are in for any type of bearish things. But, you know, it's possible. If you do question it, you could check out my video from yesterday, worst case possible scenarios for Bitcoin. But things are looking good for Bitcoin, for cryptocurrency. Just have a little patience. Remember, it's a long-term game. So guys, that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter. Check out Token Metrics down below, and also Celsius for up to $5,000 in free rewards. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.